He wasn't sure if he was going to race again. He's back. He's healthy. He's ready to go.
Yeah, I think today I'm going to go with Kurt Busch for winning the race. I think a surprise to everybody was that Regan Smith pushing him around, you know, and he did a heck of a job finishing second in that duel, you know, and he did a real good job.
This is the first time Kurt's ever won in Speed Weeks.
Yeah, as far as the championship goes.
And it's amazing with no help either.
Yeah.
I mean, with no other teammates or no other
other car. No,
that's
nobody else
amazing.
It's not teammates. It's just drafting mates.
Yeah.
Well, the teammates thing, that's just going to go away here because you're
well,
going to be out there with your teammate. And
if you got to back up to your teammate,
yeah,
you lost anyway, right?
When he won the Bud Shootout and McMurray was upset because he had to push the Dodge and he would have liked to push the Chevy. But hey, you know,
Chevys, Dodges,
you know?
doesn't matter who's pushing. If you're in a good position,
as long as you're
you're going to try to get there.
Yeah.
So then probably Jimmy Johnson for the championship because
there's a
does he have a sponsor?
I haven't heard.
Does he have a sponsor this year?
Well, I mean, for 3 years I said, well, it's pretty hard for him to
Lowe's,
repeat.
Mississippi.
You're taking the words right out of my mouth.
Pretty hard for him to repeat, and it's pretty hard for him to repeat. But
yeah, 2 in a row, but 3.
He keeps doing it.
Well, he can't do 4. Well, there's no way he'll get 5.
Yeah.
Well, 6
is out of the question.
No one's ever done 6.
No one's ever done
How about we go for 7?
Yeah.
Whoa! Don't put the cart for a horse.
You don't have to with him. You just wait to the end. You know.
Yeah. Because
you know, if he gets close to 7, that brings a whole other thing into this thing.
And I'm not a Chase fan either, though. I'm not a big Chase
fan. You're not getting out of this place
I'm not
alive
going there.
Today. They're going to hammer you.
What do you mean it brings a whole new thing in it?
7-time champion?
Well, because you got to put him up there with Richard Petty and some of them other.
No, not Richard Petty.
Come on.
No.
I know, Dale.
Yeah.
Senior.
You know, they'll start throwing beer cans out on the track like they did with Earnhardt.
Well, maybe that's what you need.
Gordon. Yeah.
Something to shake.
Yeah, but see, Jimmy Johnson, like you even say, like you watch, he's not an unlikable guy. You know, I mean, he's kind of like, I don't know, he's earned his right. I don't know how he got to NASCAR, but like Jeff Gordon came into the thing. He came in with a huge sponsor. He came in with all the money. Right. He was a child prodigy or whatever, and then he won right away. Like he didn't even like earn his stripes. He came in and he won, and he won a lot.
Jimmy Johnson's
just like a trickle down. He's like.
Yeah.
He's got nice little. He's got a couple of good commercials. He doesn't exude like arrogance on the thing. He's got the hometown accent. He's got the, you know what I mean. Like it's just like
they were saying that he's. I think the difference they're saying that he's so focused on what he does. He's not at the dirt track like Tony Stewart.
Yeah, they brought that up earlier.
I mean, he's just so focused on what he does. That's all he's doing. He's not running the nationwide. He's not running trucks.
No, he's too much corporate. He's got too much corporate behind him. He talks well. Yeah. He never messes his words up. He doesn't say well or or whatever.
He never gets.
He's got a lot of money behind him.
He's so smooth. He never gets in trouble.
The thing is, though, he has a crew chief that is light years above the other guys. Yeah. He can make a decision during a race faster than anybody.
Does he go down? He obviously has to go down as one of the legends of racing.
Absolutely.
I mean, but it probably will take a while to get that ingrained in everyone's head.
You almost have to be out of the sport before people recognize it.
Right, or like maybe on a downturn of his career and just basically showing up to run around the track. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Lowe's will still sponsor him, but they might have another, or the owner might have another guy that's a little young.
His downturn will be when him and Jimmy separate.
Yes.
Right.
Because they're both in tune with what they're thinking.
It's almost like Jeff Gordon and Everham.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy doesn't question what Chad says. If Chad says, bring the car, and the car's in.
Well, that's what they're saying.
If he says to Jimmy, what you need, Jimmy tells him, it's done.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, a lot of times, I think Chad knows what Jimmy needs before Jimmy knows what Jimmy needs.
Yeah, could be. Yeah.
I mean, they had them guys up there at Pocono a year or two ago. I mean, I think they changed a carburetor, spark plugs, and a distributor, and lost one lap, got the lucky dog. Next thing you know, the guy's running third.
How come they wrecked the car? They changed almost everything on the car except the engine because they're not allowed to change it. Remember, they did all that front end, tires, changes, spindles, everything. Got the guy out.
Chad Canals, he has his game on.
I think Johnson trusts him too because I heard that you know, Johnson doesn't like the way the car drives a lot, but that's the way Canal said it has to be.
If you
it's
like
too
the way,
loose or whatever,
if you like the way your car drives,
you know?
if you like the way it drives, you're probably not fast.
Right. Yep.
You know what I mean? You have to be uncomfortable to be fast, and the stopwatch is going to tell you.
Because then you focus on the car.
Yeah,
more.
if your driver's sitting in there and he's real comfortable and relaxed, next thing you know, you can see that Time's
He's
slowing
asleep.
down.
All right, Russ, who you got?
I like Harvick today.
Harvick?
Yeah,
All right.
I'll
Oh,
take
good
Kevin
sponsor.
Harvick
Good job with the sponsor. Yeah. Get the Harvick stuff in
That
here.
opportunity.
Whoops.
Yeah. First Budweiser shirt's mine, okay?
Let's hope we get a nice one at
We'll
least.
take
Yeah.
Harvick.
Oh.
The dark
You might have to
horse?
wait till like the next Daytona to get
Yeah.
it. The way these guys are working.
Yeah.
I'll take
Oh,
Miller Lite next week.
Yeah.
Look out!
Yeah.
I'll turn heads.
my dark horse. I'm going to say David Rudiman. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Haven't really heard his name much this week.
I think he might be able to draft all right now. Whether he has enough speed, I don't know. But what was it? Jimmy Johnson. I'm going with he's too tough. Until he's knocked off. Until he's knocked off, I can't see.
Yeah, you can't. You know.
I agree with you guys.
Did he
3,
finish
4,
last
and
year's
5,
Daytona?
I thought he wasn't going to win.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, and he just shows up.
Yeah.
Did he finish last year in Daytona?
I have no idea.
Didn't he do a Tony Stewart where Tony was
Last
not
to
first
first?
car out in Daytona, won the championship that year?
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't think
And
he
the
finished
other
well.
thing- I think the other thing is, how great his crew chief is. This whole chase, I think, plays into their hands.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
they're
That's
great
true.
that last 10 races
Yeah.
for some reason. I
Oh,
mean,
by the way,
you know, a
the
lot
two,
of
the two
times-
guys that get in on wins
If you
in the wild card don't get seeded. They don't get the 10 points
Right,
for those
right.
races.
they get to go.
You're right.
11 or
You're
12.
right.
I just had to
No,
throw
there
that
you
out.
go.
Because when Jimmy Johnson and Chad Knaus go to the tracks that are in the chase, they basically, it seems to me, they use that as the practice for the chase. They're using a 400 lap practice. They know they're guaranteed to start the race. They know all that stuff. They know they have a good setup, but now they're out there looking for the great setup when that chase begins.
Yeah,
so they're 20 weeks ahead of themselves.
True. Yep.
Yeah, they're not battling to get in the chase. They
They
ahead.
figure they're going to be
Yeah.
in the chase. How are we going to perform once we get to that point?
Right.
And the pressure on them is it just doesn't seem to affect them as it does the pressure on. To me, Denny Hamlin fell apart. Harvick fell apart. These guys that had the opportunity.
Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch. That pressure just gets to them.
Are you going to make a prediction? Or are you
Yes,
just the
I'm
host?
going to break a prediction.
Whoa.
Today?
Is it going to be
tried
the
to
same,
get away.
same
Yeah,
as the
tried to
last
get
3 years?
No, I'm going to lay. I laid off Denny Hamlin. I gave him a shot to win last year. So this is what I'm going to do. I think Kyle Busch wins today.
Okay.
I think he just wins, and
He does.
I know.
He comes to the
Where I found my I had my surprise.
He has to look. He has to look.
I
at his
did.
notes.
I had it marked down on my paper. My
Should I hold that for you back
The
here?
guy I really like. Oh wait, let me find his name.
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah.
Clint Boyer's going to be my surprise for the year.
I'll tell you what, if he
I like
wins,
Clint
though,
Boyer.
I don't know if that's really a surprise.
So there's
though,
your
Jimmy.
jinx.
Come
Well,
on, give
there's
us
your
about-
jinx.
Give us a
RCR.
real shot.
Well, I would
RCR
try to
guy?
pick a
Boyer?
Ford, but I know they're not going to be in at the end.
It's an
you
RCR.
know?
He's got a good engine.
And I'm going to go with the sponsor to win it all, Kevin Harvick.
Kevin
Gonna
Harvick.
show he's shown maturity every year, and
Yeah.
I foresee him to earn it. And he had a chance last year. I think he had one
Yeah.
bad race, real bad race in the chase, and it really knocked him back,
Yeah,
and it got him
yeah.
to with that like 60 or 70 point
Yeah.
lead,
Yeah.
which he needed. And
Yeah.
he actually finished well at the final race.
He's a good driver. He's a good guy.
Hamlin, finished. So everyone write off Kevin Harvick this year because I picked him.
Yeah, right.
You know, listen to these guys, and hopefully we'll
Don't
get
listen
them
to
back another time this season. If not, we'll see you next year.
Absolutely.
Enjoy your Bud Lights, enjoy your race, and we'll see you
We'll
next
guarantee
time for the
next time.
barberblitz.com.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
We hit the big time, but now we